Hey there, everybody. This is our preview and early theories for the Blacklist Season 8, Episode 17, entitled Ivan Stepanov. And when I first saw this title, I was just like, alright, another, Nicholas Obenreider all over again. Another useless blacklister that we don't care about at all.
Yeah, but then we learned in the last episode that our friend from the East is named Ivan. It is all about him.
Finally, we're getting somewhere. We've seen the comments on the review. I feel like there's been as many people excited to talk about the promo than there was, the entirety of this past episode.
There is so many sort of branches of theories that can come out of this promo. It is fun.
We're going to try to sprout off some branches here. We've got a few different things to talk about. We just want to get into it.
Yep.
Before we do, though, why not hit that subscribe button? We're on that road to 50K. We appreciate everybody who has been with us on that road. And, you want to be a part of it. You can join our own non-criminal enterprise by hitting that subscribe button.
And you may have noticed we painted.
We have.
There is no longer a wrinkly sheet behind us. We are on our way to fixing up our studio a little bit.
Yeah, the story of the studio's progression continues just like it does the Blacklist.
You guys are on the journey with us.
Hopefully there are less mysteries, and hopefully you won't have to wait years on end before you see the end result in this case. Okay, let's start with the basics here. We've got our friend from the East, I guess now our friend, but Ivan has been captured by Townsend.
Yep.
He's got some weird torture thing on his neck that looks like something out of a Saw movie. It doesn't look good.
No. So the big thing in this promo is if he talks, Townsend's going to turn around and kill Liz. That's the whole thing around this. And then we see near the end that he whispers something into Townsend's ear, which I think is a huge red herring. He's probably whispering to him to go kick rocks and something like that. I do not think that Ivan is going to talk.
First of all, they better darn let us know what he's whispering. This can't be another Alexander Kirk situation where they just don't tell us for years on end.
No, there's a bunch of us out there. I was actually just talking about this the other day on Twitter that, this is like the big mystery that everybody wants to know.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Bring that back around.
Eventually. We even asked John Bokenkamp this in the preseason interview, and he was just kind of like, and so didn't really give us much of an answer on the Alexander Kirk of it all here. But I think the obvious big question here is, why would Townsend kill Elizabeth if the friend from the East talks? What is going on here?
So one of the theories that we've seen in the comments is the reason why is because she is N13.
And I get the idea behind it. I really understand that, okay, Liz having an underlying secret or being tied to this, but, the basic problem with this is just that Liz would have been 5 years old at the start of this 30-year project. I think she can be involved in N13. We've speculated she could have the archive or be the archive. It's just hard to really think that she is N13 itself.
I do not think that she is N13. I think just her age just stops that from being a thing. I just don't think that a 5-year-old is going to be N13. And also, N13, it would seem, would have to be knowledgeable that they are N13. Otherwise, then how are they sort of the keeper of the information if they don't know that they're getting it? Unless it's some sort of she sleeps and they plug something into her head and she doesn't know what's happening. But I just don't think that it's like that. I don't think they're going into some kind of weird sci-fi way of things. I still am dying on the hill that she either is the archive or has the archive after what Dom said to KATARINA, saying both you, KATARINA, and Reddington have the archive. And she's like, how is that possible? Well, your kid has both your DNA, so that's who it is. And that makes sense as something where Liz may not know that she has it, or that she is part of it, or that she has access to it. And that's what I think the big overall secret has been, is she has it, doesn't know she has it, and so she's in danger pretty much all the time.
I wonder if the archive was even born out of the fire, and she's got that scar. The scar is sort of a symbol, an activator. Like, we've talked through various bits and pieces of this already, but it is that is the thing that sort of makes the most sense to me. Yet, I still think there's a possibility, and I'm gonna do sort of a shell game analogy here when talking about N13, or even talking about Reddington's identity.
Yeah.
Like, we've all been to like some like fake like office casino night. Now I'm thinking about the Office episode Casino Night.
Such a good episode.
I know, it's amazing. But you have like these sort of games you play. Let's say there's 3 cups. You know, there's $5 under one cup. You want to try to guess which one it's under. I feel like
$5.
Okay, this is a very cheap shell game, but let's just say that's what you think you're doing. Let's say you think you're doing this and you're trying to get that $5 and you get it. You lift up the right cup, but let's say that one of the other cups has $50 underneath it.
$50.
And we're high rolling now, but this is what I think the Blacklist likes to do sometimes, where I think Reddington, in the end, he may be slightly more content with the idea of N13 being out there because he knows that it's kind of a farce, that he knows under another cup is actually like the real truth about it, or another moniker, or there's something else. It's like how Reddington was willing to, I guess, accept that people thought he was Ilya because he knew he had something bigger under another cup.
Yeah, well, that's why I've sort of thought that the KATARINA taking this whole rap for being N13 has gone on as long as it has, and just let Townsend think that, because it's like, look what's over here, don't look what's over here, because you'll be chasing this for the rest of your life, while the real N13 is off doing whatever they need to do, or if Reddington is whatever the project is that he's doing. The thing about the whole, if Ivan talks, why would Townsend kill her?
Yeah.
If she is the archive, or she has the archive, then that isn't the reason why. Why would he kill her for having it, or having access to it? She's not doing anything with it. I don't think she knows she has it or has access to it. So she's basically just a vessel for it. She's not using it. Unless there's something else going on that she doesn't know about, like we'll go back to the plugging into her head while she's asleep or something, right?
Yeah, like it has to be something where killing her is advantageous to Townsend, either getting the information or stopping the information coming out. Like, I think I hypothesized a while back that like her scar was like an infrared activator or something, and if he kills her, he can't use that anymore.
Yeah, or if he really is like, oh, I want to make sure it can never be activated. Does he need to kill her? Can't he just chop off her hand,
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, but yes, that is also very, very true.
One-handed Liz can still go on, and it'll still be fine.
Yeah.
And you know what? They have a working relationship, so maybe he would take some sort of mercy on her and be like, I need that hand, but the rest of you can go.
If he says, give me a hand, Elizabeth, I will die laughing, and I will probably be unable to do any future videos.
Oh, we don't need that.
I say that now, but what if she gets like a really cool bionic hand? Like, that's a completely different thing. This would be like Luke Skywalker all over again or something. But here's the other part of this that's interesting to me, because that part of it is obviously very interesting in itself.
Yep.
But the synopsis says, Liz and Townsend conduct an interrogation. So clearly Liz is going to be involved here, but I was kind of wondering, is Liz going to be a little bit annoyed about the fact that Townsend is like taking all this initiative and sort of doing things upon himself, and he wasn't like, hey Liz, come and capture this friend from the East with me?
Well, here's the thing, is Liz has kind of made it clear that, yeah, we're partners, but some of it she doesn't really want to be involved with. I mean, that whole thing at the police station, she wasn't having that, so they're partners, but not really. She doesn't really want to do everything. So maybe Townsend thought, okay, you know what? She wants to have answers, but she's probably not going to want to do this part. I'll just capture Ivan. Because we saw a little bit of that in the promo too, where he kind of turned and was like, hey, you wanted answers, don't you? Here we are. Let's grab some answers. And so I don't think she'll have a problem with that part of it, but whatever that caller is that's going on, she may start to have a problem with that. It kind of depends on how desperate she is for answers. And we've seen her do some desperate things for answers. So I don't know.
I think she'll go far, and I think Reddington's clearly worried that Liz will go far at this point. I mean, I don't know if that's due to Anne. I don't know if that's due to Chemical Mary.
She almost blew him up in a bed in a hospital, so, I mean, he doesn't know that for sure, that she would have pressed a button or not pressed a button, but, I mean, he knows that she's made attempts.
Yes. Like, he's worried enough that he has gone to the task force and it's been like, listen, guys, I need some help here. There's some bad things going on. Because clearly he did as much as humanly possible, including telling the dumbest lie to Cooper or sort of arranging all this stuff with the cipher to just try to keep this under wraps. So now clearly he's desperate enough to be like, I need your help now.
Yeah.
This is going to be, in my opinion, a really fun episode. I hope it lives up to expectations, because we really thought the Russian knot was going to give us something more than what it did.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, let's all live in this wonderful pretend land for a moment here. What do you think the Blacklist Season 8, Episode 17 is going to bring us? Are you excited for Ivan Stepanov? Then let us know in the comments. I'm excited too, and you know, why not Stepanov over here and subscribe to the channel? I probably should edit that one out. That one was not good. But
somebody come get your uncle.
Okay. I haven't had anything to drink, I promise. And also hit that like button and support us further by checking those links to the store as well as our Patreon. We'll see you here next time.